Here's how it works. Each of us made our own list of our favorite top 10 Zelda games. I took those, compiled them to average out the scores to create the definitive Super Game Boy's top 10. None of these guys know the results but me.
Just a heads up, there's 16 mainline games in the Zelda franchise, so only 10 are gonna make the cut.
And keep in mind, this is our collective opinions. We're treating Super Game Boys as an aggregate here.
These are our opinions. They're not yours. That's fine.
You can still keep yours. Let's dive into it. Number 10, coming in with 7 points, it is Oracle of Seasons and Ages.
You guys are fucking morons. Right off the fucking bat, no one has any fucking taste, dude. Are you kidding me?
This top 10 is all bangers, right? Whoops, all bangers.
I can't believe it's all bangers.
It was rude of Nintendo to release 2 games like Pokemon style like that. Like
Yeah,
you could only
yeah.
buy one. Come on.
Yeah.
And they're different games. It's not even like Pokemon.
Yeah, no.
A lot of people
No, not
think
even-
it
not
is
even.
like Pokemon,
Yeah,
where it's like,
and-
oh, I just need to play one, and they're two different games.
Yeah, no, and they were originally 3
Really?
because it was supposed to be the Triforce, like courage, wisdom, and
Oh,
power.
rad.
But there
It's pretty
is-
ambitious.
Yeah,
So
it's cool,
ambitious.
right? But then if you beat both games, it unlocks a secret like final dungeon.
Yes.
Banger games, man. Just the vision as a company Nintendo had to be like, oh yeah, it's just a Game Boy Color game, but we're gonna do it this fucking big. We're gonna have
We're gonna cook.
3, independent games that all can like link together and fucking like have this overarching ending and shit. Is like awesome. And every game is both games are unique in their own right and fucking just fun.
I do love Seasons more than Ages for the simple facts of just the seasons changing. It's
Yeah,
just such a cool
it's
thing
cool
to happen to the
visually.
world, and like
Yeah.
different pathways open up
Yeah.
because of the changes of the seasons, and it's just.
That's really cool, because I'm the exact opposite. I love Ages. Ages is my game of the 2.
Yeah,
I just think Seasons is so visually striking
It is.
that
Yeah.
I just it pulls me in, and
I agree.
I don't have as much
I like them both, but
experience as
I played Seasons, I think, a bit more.
Important to note that IGN gave this game a 10 out of 10. It's their number 1.
Okay.
they're never wrong.
This is getting interesting.
All right, but just wait. Here comes the number 9. Weighing in at 11 points, just ahead of Oracle's, it's Twilight Princess.
That sounds right to me.
Makes sense to me, too.
What fucking game was it?
Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess. Sorry, yeah, I have trouble remembering this game.
I mean,
Hot take, but
I mean,
you're in the right room for it, that's for sure.
I thought Twilight Princess had very cool items.
Definitely cool items, and you know what? Has some of the best dungeons objectively in the whole series.
Wow, you think so?
It's
I
a
think,
cool,
It took me a
I-
long time to realize that, but I do think so. Yeah,
That Sky Temple, I really enjoyed.
I do too.
Please don't. I mean, get mad at us. I really don't care. But I feel like, I mean, it's common knowledge that Twilight Princess was like an answer to the initial reaction of Wind Waker, where they needed to make it more gritty, more realistic. And I think the overall feeling of the game, in my opinion, suffered for it. Dude, the beginning of the game is dog shit, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Like, it sucks.
yeah.
The fact that you're 3 hours in and it kind of just
And
gets
you're just
going.
herding like sheep or goats or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
I mean, the cats are cute. We all like cats, right?
Love
Cats
cats.
are cute.
Love cats.
The vibe isn't there for me, and the game. I mean, it's traditional 3D Zelda, so like this, it's still in the top 10. So and it's great. And it is a good game. It's pretty low on my list as well, in my personal list.
Yeah, I mean, all of us kind of kept it around that like number 8, number 9 spot.
Yeah.
We all feel about the same. It's definitely lower, but it had some good moments in it.
I mean, I did buy the HD remaster on Wii U when it dropped, and I did not finish it. I don't like Wolf Link.
Yeah,
Not
Yeah,
really a
it's-
fan.
it's
I like
probably
the
that.
sword arts. The sword arts were cool. I liked
They were fantastic.
learning those.
Definitely,
learned from our very own Ocarina of
Yeah.
Time Link himself.
I feel like Midna as a character, I like.
Yeah.
Her interaction with you,
She's
I
fun,
didn't
yeah.
really like all that much, but I like her just as a character.
She might be the best companion character.
Yeah.
That's a hot take.
She
In
might
my
be.
opinion.
I don't know.
I know who
There's
mine
only like
is.
one other companion.
I know who
character,
my
really,
top
right?
2 are, actually.
Yeah, actually, I know exactly who mine is. So
She's one of the companions in the Zelda franchise, for sure. There's no question.
that is true.
Are we ready for number 8, boys?
Still, I'm getting so nervous.
I'm already like, yeah, I'm antsy as hell. Let's hear it.
I got my support animal. Give it to us, bud.
All right, man, this is a heavy one. This is a big one. It's another 10 out of 10 from IGN. It's our number 8, Breath of the Wild.
Wow, dude.
Okay.
Let's fucking go, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, I dragged this one down personally. Did not land in my top 10. Fuck this game.
People are turning this off.
I hold it down.
I mean, again, it's a banger franchise, right?
Yeah. I mean, you just
yeah.
got to think about the other games that are going to come ahead of it, you know?
Totally.
I mean, I feel like we should all just be transparent on where this hit on our personal lists.
Yeah.
To bring it to number 8.
Yeah, it's not on mine.
It was my number 5.
okay.
Right in the middle.
I had it at 7.
8.
8.
That surprised
Wow,
me. To see Clinton put it lower than
Okay.
AJ did,
All
I was
right.
like, whoa.
I once saw Clinton at the Green Bean in downtown New Bedford when this game dropped. He had bought it and I didn't. And I asked, how's Breath of the Wild? And he said to me, I think it's the best game I've ever played. That was your direct quote when it first came out. To hear it's now your, did you say your 8th?
Number 8, yeah.
Tangentially related, you also said the same thing to me when Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, I had to throw that out there.
Just keep in mind, this is before I started taking ADHD medication. So
Fair. Okay.
my
My guy
frame
loves
of
the
judgment
sandbox,
now
yeah.
is less cloudy.
No, I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean
Yeah,
it like
no, yeah.
I get caught up in excitement.
Totally.
Like,
we all do.
Yeah.
That's
Sure,
It's part of
sure.
being
No,
human.
I was just surprised
Yeah.
because this is also the game that you forced me to play because you insisted that it
Oh.
was such a good time. Oh my God.
What is that? Is that like a? Oh, it's the
it's
special
a special
edition.
edition, yeah.
Okay.
Figured
Beautiful
I'd,
box art.
Yeah,
Hey.
beautiful box art.
I hate
Beautiful
that blue
game,
tunic so
honestly,
much. though.
That's fair. Yeah.
honestly, I think it's one of the best open world adventure games.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of a bad Zelda game though, in
Okay.
a lot of ways.
I can agree with you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is also the user scores like number 1 game.
There is a age bracket I think of, or it might be an ageist thing, but there is certainly a tremendous amount of people who like this is one of their favorite games of all time. Period for any franchise.
I'm in that camp.
Think
Okay.
about
Breath
how
of the
many.
Wild is one of my favorite games of all time.
Okay.
Think about how many people like this is millions of people's first Zelda experience.
Yeah.
Imagine, when we were super young, big games were very impressionable. We were very impressionable on them.
Yeah.
Right? Imagine being ages, I don't know, 11 to 15 and playing this as your first Zelda.
Yeah. This is what Zelda is to you.
Yeah.
That's your
Yeah.
definition of it.
And
And
that's a fucking incredible game to start with.
it broke the mold in a way for Zelda games that no other Zelda game I think ever did. Right? Like you
100%,
You have
yeah.
Ocarina of Time that broke the mold. It took you to the 3D universe. But to me, and granted, I was much younger when that game came out. It broke it in a way that made total sense as
Yeah.
a Zelda fan. Right?
Yeah.
You go like, oh my god, it's everything I wanted and more. Like this is incredible. For me, Breath of the Wild broke it in a way where I was just like, I barely recognize this as a Zelda game. And
For sure, yeah.
and I'm having fun. I didn't feel the same way I feel when I play other Zelda games, you know?
Yeah.
Great way
Yeah,
to put
makes
it.
a lot of sense. Yeah.
I think the minimalism used in this game is has an incredible effect on me. There's a lot of great music in the game, but like when you're traversing, like the world is so massive that like if there was music going on constantly, it would be tired, right?
Yeah.
So, like,
Especially if it
having
was
just,
that big
like-
triumphant hero Hyrule music.
and having
yeah.
just like nature sounds, like you're riding a horse at night, and it's like the trickling, spaced out like piano, and it's just beautiful. The game's a vibe. I don't think it's in the conversation of best traditional Zelda games. Like, and I don't think that's comes to a surprise to anybody, right?
Not in this room. I think
Like-
other
like-
people, I think the audience will disagree, but
Because it doesn't feel like you set aside Tears and Breath, like they feel like no other Zelda game that has ever been made.
Right.
Correct.
So like it's in its own camp. I don't want to come off as saying like, well, this isn't my Zelda. It's like it's statistically not the Zelda that you know.
Yeah, it's not the same.
There's so
formula.
many other games that play nothing like this. So yeah, it is inherently separate from those games. So it doesn't feel like that. But god damn, I fucking love Breath of the Wild. I love it so much.
Yeah, same.
this game will be played for the next 10, 15 years, right? Like at least.
Yeah.
This will be one of those this is a landmark game, there's no question about it. It's just not one of my favorite Zelda games.
Yeah, in the scope of the franchise.
Right.
You know what broke my heart about this game most? And we can move on after this, but I could get over the fact that all the divine beasts, being like the big temples of this game, were basically the same. I could not get over the fact that
Worst dungeons. No dungeons in this game.
I could not get over the fact that the blight cannons rinsed and repeated for every boss.
Breath of the Wild has the worst final boss, probably of any game I've ever played.
Could not agree more, dude.
You might be saying, "Oh, he's being hyperbolic." No, hear me out. This game, the entire means of traversal for this game, essentially like mountains, is climbing, dude. You fucking climb everything. The final boss, you're given this massive creature, and you ride around on horseback shooting fucking arrows at it. As soon as I saw giant Ganon, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking climb this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna climb this motherfucker and take it down. And you don't do that? What do you mean? The entire game mechanic is climbing. And you're gonna give me something big and you're gonna tell me I can't climb it?
You've taught me.
Fuck you.
This game has taught me I climb everything.
Shadow of the Colossus style. It was right there. It was perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it was right there and you fucking missed it. But the fact that the opportunity was there for you to make something incredible, and you just completely passed on it. And you just ride around on a horse shooting arrows at big yellow targets.
Targets that take up literally the whole fucking screen.
Yeah.
So I can't miss.
It sucks, dude. It sucks. Love this game. That sucks.
Are we ready for the next one?
Yeah, let's move
Yeah,
on.
let's move on.
All right. Well, if the people were upset before, they're really going to be upset now because this is their other number one score.
Oh, we did it.
This is one of the only games that IGN gave less than a 10 with a 9.9 score.
Oh my god.
Number 7 brings you Majora's Mask.
Holy shit.
Number 7? You fucking clowns? Do you see this?
Whoopsie.
This ain't a number 7 real
Hey.
estate here.
Hey, we are mad too. We're mad at each other.
So,
So, Andy, I know you have nothing to do with this. It's these two guys.
Majora was my number 3.
Clinton and Andy ranked this at number 3.
My man.
My fucking
And
man.
then AJ and Eric ranked it at number not on the list.
Holy, not even in the top 10?
Not on the list, man. It's not on the list.
Sorry.
It's not a top 10 Zelda game.
Okay, so, and that's fine. And I you know,
This I can't
I'm trying
believe.
very hard to respect your opinion.
This game's an afterthought. This game is an afterthought.
I mean, it
It
is.
comes after the
Yeah.
huge success of Ocarina of Time on N64, and they go,
We have all these assets.
we have all these assets. We got to pump out another fucking Zelda game. These
Yeah,
these
it's
kids
gonna
can't
sell.
get enough.
Yeah, it's like the follow-up album. It's like it's gonna sell if we put it out real soon.
Exactly.
And to me, it just felt like such a cash grab. Like, hey, like put together a game real quick and put it out.
100%.
And the
That's what
fact
this
that
game
it
is.
had that, like resetting clock and all those mechanics, like Breath of the Wild, made it feel like
Something
not
new and
Zelda
fresh.
style to me. So,
But it's just a way to reuse the same assets in the same areas to reset the clock every
Yeah, but I wish
But
more
I think you guys
developers
are.
would do
I
that.
think you guys are glazing over the fact that like it's not just a resetting clock. Like the entire world works in tandem with this clock, and there's a lot of missable intertwining things that are happening. So I don't really consider it an afterthought.
Dude, and not to mention the greatest side quest in an action adventure game, period, is in this game.
is that what we're ranking how good a game is? Is how the side quest is?
It can only serve it if it's that good.
yeah.
I had a
We're
fucking
gonna
blast.
explain that.
Yeah, just leave that.
Do I have to? Do you guys not know about the marriage cafe side quest? No. Oh, it utilizes all 3 days. You have to set up multiple things per day for it to end up perfect.
I'm just gonna interrupt you. That's a fucking anxiety attack. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That.
But
you
in the
gotta
best
set
way.
up 3 days fucking perfectly. Like, how do you plan your life? This is why I can't fucking play this game. A clock is ticking the second you fucking turn it on. I'm gonna throw up. That's fucking exhausting, dude. I'm gonna fucking get there. I'm gonna fucking keep rolling. Oh my god! Oh, whole day passed. I'm fucked.
Is he okay?
Come on, man.
But as soon as you start it, you play the fucking song and you can half the flow of time.
I get it. I get it. I understand why people don't like this game.
Sure.
I think it's a resounding fucking success.
Same.
I love it. Building this game with the same assets in 2 years. I think last, I think it was more like a year and a half, maybe.
Yeah, it was.
It's just great. It's fucking great. I love it so much.
You get to play as all your beloved races when you put their masks on, and they all have special abilities. It's fantastic. All 3 days, every single NPC changes their attitudes, their vibes. Day 3, everyone's, prepping for the festival. It's just like, oh, this is going to be great, guys. The fireworks are getting set up, Day 2, everyone's like, yeah, we're going to do something about that
the
moon.
moon's
What's
getting
going
out
on,
there,
y'all? And day 3, everyone's just ready, accepted death. And it's so fucking potent.
Yeah, it's definitely the darkest
it's a weird
the darkest
tone.
Zelda game, and
Weird tone.
but it doesn't look like it because the art direction is pretty
Very colorful.
upbeat, like
and it's
Ocarina of
kid
Time,
Link,
and
right? It's not even like adult Link
yeah,
running around.
It feels
putting
like
masks on.
Twilight Zone Zelda. And at any moment, Rod Serling could have his aside. Enter Link,
Yeah.
I love Termina. Like I think it's probably my favorite, like, overworld in a Zelda game. It's
good.
close, dude.
good.
It's close. I just love the way everything's set up.
And the Song of Healing, come on.
Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot about that song, dude. Actually, I'm gonna put that. Yeah, I'm gonna re-rank my shit right now. That song of healing.
Yeah, where
Did
does it
you-
land now?
It's got to be like 3? I think 3.
Oh,
That's
so
right,
there.
that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yeah, so we all agree.
Yeah.
We all
Okay,
agree. It's number 3.
Number 3 now, because song of healing.
Sorry, correction, guys. Number 3 on the list. Majora's Mask.
The happy masks. Oh, come on.
No, I think this is one that like I could probably appreciate or maybe get into like now. Like if I try it again now, I might be like, this is a cool game. There's a lot going on here. But I think like as a kid, like in the era of Ocarina of Time and shit like that, I was like,
This ain't it.
You should. Yeah. I don't care what they say about you, bud. You're a good man.
Hey, mustache guy's not that bad.
he's got an open mind.
Yeah.
All right, but don't worry, guys, because while we're like hitting the people hard right now, the tables are about to turn on me and AJ.
This is
Okay.
where it gets
This is
interesting.
where you guys dish it back to us because you rank this game as your number 9. I put it as my number 2. AJ's number 4. It's the Minish Cap.
Dude, the Minish Cap rules.
It does rule. It's number 2.
It's a fucking fantastic game. Your number 2 is that's
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. Don't get me
Minish
wrong.
Cap.
I have nothing but love for this game.
Yeah,
could this be recency bias? Considering we did a review in our old format of Tears
when
of the
Tears of the
Kingdom,
Kingdom came
and
out.
for some reason you thought we were reviewing
The Minish
the
Cap.
Minish Cap instead, and
Yeah.
you reviewed that game. Yeah, go back and listen to that if you want to be utterly fucking confused.
It's a fun time. Yeah. Clinton and Andy are reviewing Tears of the Kingdom while I'm simultaneously reviewing the Minish Cap.
Card right up here for you if you want to check it out.
it's a funny listen. You know,
Items in this game.
the items.
So good.
Phenomenal. And the sword arts, like the abilities, like
tiger
you can learn,
scrolls?
yeah, the tiger
Absolutely.
scrolls
Yeah.
that you learn for your sword.
Yeah.
So cool. And honestly, just like the way that they like utilized, I thought all the dungeons were really well designed, and the fact that like you shrink yourself.
A lot of cool puzzles that involve
Super
that.
cool
Great
puzzles
puzzles.
that like go deeper, like another level of the same environment. Because
Love
now
it.
you're looking at it
Yeah.
like with, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids style.
There's another game on this list that I hope made this list that has a similar mechanic that
Yeah.
I really, really enjoy.
I love the pixel art in this game too.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
the color palette's like
Capcom cooked
great,
on it, dude.
Just gorgeous game.
Dude,
man.
dude, Capcom doesn't miss, dude.
They don't.
At
They-
this
they
point,
developed
at
this
this
game-
point, they are fucking.
They developed this, right?
Yeah, they actually did Minish Cap and
And
Oracles.
Oracles. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the Capcom team.
Nintendo, give Capcom Zelda again. Let them take another swing.
Like
Or
they
I would
seem to
say,
be
like I've been saying with the Final Fantasy franchise, like split it. Give me a split, dude. Like, have the Breath of the Wild team keep going in that direction, but bring that Capcom team back and keep dishing me out the classic 2D like pixels.
So I'm only hearing positive things about this game. Why do you guys got it at 9?
Why you guys drop it so low?
Just all bangers, dude.
they're just games
Sure.
I have more of a fondness for. And dude, and I love Minish Cap.
I think a generally underrated Zelda game by the public too. Like I feel like
100%, yeah.
people don't. If you haven't played this game, you gotta pick up a. Wait, is there? You'd have to play it probably on Steam or something like. This is for GBA,
No, it's on
right?
NSO.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
on
really?
it's
Yeah.
on Nintendo Online now.
Yeah,
Game
you-
Boy Advanced chapter. You have to pay
gotta-
extra
you
for
gotta-
it, but you know.
You gotta play this game. It's fun.
Yeah, it's a great time. Yeah,
My
And
least
and
favorite first boss, maybe in the entire franchise.
That's fair, but the bosses
Yeah.
do ramp up. Like
Yeah.
the final
Quick.
boss is
They do.
crazy.
Yeah, dude,
And,
fucking-
also, and
ugh.
again, just the pixel art, dude. All the bosses look amazing.
They do.
Were you playing it on? Am I mistaken? When you played it more recently, were you playing it on the GameCube adapter?
I played
thing?
it on my Super Game Boy Advance GameCube adapter. Yeah,
Hell yeah,
yeah.
that's
Rad.
awesome.
You need to stop being so cool, dude.
I love that thing so much. The Super Game Boy attachments are so cool, and the GameCube one especially, like it just like attaches to the GameCube.
Yeah, the bottom,
So, like,
right? It's
yeah,
yeah.
so it just like you can just leave it that way.
Yeah.
and then whenever you want to play a Game Boy game, you just plug it in like you would pop in the disc.
Do you have
Sure.
the? Do you have the Super Game Boy, the one for Super Nintendo?
Yes, absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah. But that one's like a cart where you have to actually like plug in the game, then plug in the Super
Yeah.
Game Boy and whatnot. So it's just cool how like the GameCube one just becomes part of the console.
Yeah.
It's just like,
That's rad.
Beautiful.
all right. So it sounds like the Minish Cap is completely beloved, even though you guys put it way down. on it.
Yeah, we're at the.
So-
I mean, we've been at the point since the top 10.
yeah, that all these games like
Pretty much every game that we have in our top 10 are beloved games that like my life is better having played them. So
for sure.
Yeah.
So we are now at the halfway mark.
Okay.
We're bringing in the number 5 game, and we're actually going to start agreeing for a change here.
I was gonna say there's been no game so far that has been a number 1 on either of our lists, right?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Minish Cap was number 2 for me, but
All right, we're getting close
Yeah.
because we're gonna start getting explosive when the number 4 is someone's number 1.
Do we have any that are unanimous? Like we all chose them in the same
Fuck
slot?
yes,
No.
Are you kidding?
No.
Wow.
dude, that makes it
Our
so
lists
sick.
are-
I love you
Our lists
guys.
are pretty buried.
And that's why you love us and you want to subscribe to us because we all have varying opinions and we love it and we're here for it.
Absolutely. And we want to hear your top 10 too. You can go in the episode description, copy the template, and then drop your top 10 games in the comments. We'd love to see it. We'd love to talk about it with you. Now we're coming to the halfway point. Number 5, it's A Link Between Worlds.
Fucking
That
love
makes
it.
me happy.
Love
That-
it.
Yeah, no,
great game.
it's a good landing for this one. It's a great game. There's a couple things that are off about it, but a couple things that are so good about it.
Wow, I'm a huge spokesperson for this game because I'm constantly fucking talking about it. It's coming at number 5, and it was number 6 on my list.
Interesting. Where
Yeah.
was it on mine?
Number
Yeah.
6 for Clinton as well.
Right at 5 for me.
Yeah,
At
AJ
5?
was right
I
at
know
5.
that.
I was just above at 4. So
Perfect.
like
So
we're all
4,
kind
5, 6.
Yeah, we're all kind of right there with this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, there's a lot
Like
to
Between
fucking
Worlds.
love about this game. Man.
It's so good. I mean, just playing through it is a blast. It like my only gripe is that like it was a bit too short, and that
Yes.
may also have been because I just like didn't put it down.
hammered it.
I
hammered this
I
thing.
hit this game like the full weekend. It was just like this is all I'm doing.
I think it is a tad short. If I remember correctly, it's like around the 20-hour mark.
it's a little short.
So I could have used 10, 15 more hours, another dungeon in there, or something, or another
Yeah.
2. But yeah, it's killer, man.
I think that's
Finish.
probably a symptom of the way the game is structured too, which you can do things in any order for the most part, which lended itself to the renting of weapons, which I never rented weapons. I always
That-
just
Yeah, that was my
got
only
enough
other
stuff to
gripe.
buy them outright.
But yeah, just that system of like rather than like the traditional like finding a new item and keeping it in a dungeon or something, it's like you have to like kind of swap out items and rent them for a little while and return. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, so the
Yeah.
difficulty in dungeons didn't really ramp up. Like most of them were kind of just
Yeah.
around the same difficulty, just kind of different vibes, which I think is a cool attempt. I don't know why they haven't done this again. And it seems like that game was a success. So why, fucking Nintendo, dude?
Yeah, I just remember when this game came out, like, I was shocked that they would touch the A Link to the Past universe. Like, I was like, they're gonna make a sequel to what I'm not gonna spoil it, but one of my favorite games of all time. I was like, that's bold, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that could have been bad.
It
That could have been like Happy Gilmore 2. Right? Like,
I haven't seen
But
it yet,
they
but
fucking
I'm not
stuck-
expecting it to be good, but I also kind of don't want
yeah,
it to be good.
they stuck the landing. They did it justice, and like, I'm so stoked that they did. You know.
Yeah.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
All right, you ready to light the world on fire again?
Yeah, dude. Let's do it.
Okay, guys, grip your seats. We're coming in at number 4. It is Wind Waker.
Yeah.
I think
Fuck
that's
yeah.
That's pretty accurate.
That was my
Well,
number 4.
That was
Well,
my
this-
6.
I did good, right, Dad?
Well,
Where did this land on your list?
I put this one down at 8.
Okay, what about you?
I had it at 6.
Okay, you guys want to hear something?
Yeah.
This is my number 1.
Whoa!
Yes. And I'm going to sit here and defend it. Do I think it is the best Zelda game? I do not. It is my favorite Zelda game.
Okay.
And it's all just the way the game makes me feel.
Yeah.
It's got its problems, but I'm grinning ear to ear every second of this fucking game.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. Yes.
The art is timeless. The music is timeless. Everything about this fucking game is amazing to me. Yeah, the Triforce quest at the end is a little tedious, and they clean that up in the HD remaster or whatever. I'm an HD remaster apologist. I think it looks fucking great.
I gotta
do too. I'm
replay
with you
this
on that
game.
one. That's my preferred way to play. Plus, with the Swift sail, come on.
Yeah, the
Take
Swift
my
sail,
money.
just going to different islands, feeding Fishman his food. It's just everything about this game makes me so happy. And I know it's not the best one mechanically, but it's my favorite, and I can't ignore it.
Tingle's a big part of this game, right? Is he?
Not big, but he's in it.
Right? And he's
Yeah,
probably. Hey. Guilty pleasure, man. I fucking like Tingle. Dude.
Oh,
I thought you were going the opposite.
I thought you were going the completely
no,
opposite
no.
way. Because I am not a.
You're
I'm not a
Tingle guy?
Tingleman.
No, Tingle is goofy in a way, like so over the top, goofy and annoying.
He's
that,
got like Katamari vibes to him
Yeah,
that I just love. Dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that part of it, like for whatever reason, like I feel like I should hate him, but I just love him. I think he's such a fucking.
I thought you
goofball.
said I feel like I should hit him.
that too. Yeah, that
Give him a
too.
whack.
Yeah, Tingle's fucking hilarious. to me.
Dude, I love the exploring. Dude, just being in the ship and then just like seeing something coming up on the horizon and you just being excited, like, what the fuck do I have here? Like, it's
so good.
I love it, and I know some of you in the comments are going to say the same thing, but
It's a beautiful game, man, and it's a great example of like how to take what is a pretty, to me, a defined formula for a game in the Zelda franchise. Like to me, there's a formula to like make a Zelda game, but how to take that and totally innovate on it and do something.
But still have it-
still be true to it.
still have it feel like a Zelda. Like the dungeons are,
Yep.
like they're not all great, but like, dude,
Some of
and
the
then
best.
you have the combat with the circling around, fucking doing combos and stuff. Dude, hey, this game's really cool. This game's really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
agree
all
on
I
that.
got to say on it. It's my favorite.
All right, so next up, you guys pissed me off with this one. We're coming in at number 3.
Top 3.
Here we go.
I think I know what you're gonna
The
say.
big 3.
Is this courage, wisdom, or power?
It's actually none because it was all a dream. It's Link's Awakening.
Yes, dude. Fuck yeah.
Amazing
But-
game.
Clinton and Andy, you guys put this down at like 7 and 6.
You guys are losers.
Or was it on mine exactly?
But luckily, me and AJ kept
this was
it.
5 on my list. What are you talking about?
No, it was
It's
6.
7 on mine.
Uh-oh. There's a dispute.
I did a copy pasta error.
You did a dodo?
I have your number 6 game as both A Link Between Worlds and Link's Awakening. But let's see. So does this change anything?
So what did you put for my number 5?
So it would be 8. 4 is 20, and then you would give it 25. Oh my God, we have a tie.
Oh, shit.
We
What's
have a
the tie? 2 and 3?
The tie is Wind Waker with Link's Awakening. Because
Four.
now they're both at 25 points.
So they're both
This
at the
had
3
just
spot.
inched ahead by 1 point into the number 3 spot, but I actually made an error on Clinton's list.
Leave Wind Waker at 4 and let's have Link's Awakening.
Yeah, whereas
But
Link's,
Wind Waker was
Link's
your
Awakening,
number 1, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
fine with it. I had to be honest with myself. That was the whole thing. Because like
himself.
I could sit here and objectively be like, oh yeah, well Ocarina of Time is the best fucking Zelda game. Or like
Yeah.
but that's not
That's not
I
actually
feel
the way you
happy
feel.
about Wind Waker.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
feel comfortable
And-
in it. Let's fucking go, dude.
Fucking love Link's Awakening, dude.
Brilliant.
Fucking
So good.
probably, I think it was the first game I played on Game Boy. Blew my fucking mind. I called Eric probably every 45 minutes asking for tips. No lie. Eric was 3 years older than me.
On your rotary phone, you old
When did this
fuck.
game come out?
Yeah.
This game
1993.
came out in 93. Okay, so I was definitely not playing it when it came out. I was playing it a couple years later then. But I was probably like what, 6, 7,
Yes.
in that range, and Eric's like 9, 10. And I'd be like, dude, I don't know what to do. He'd be like, have you tried bombs? I'm like, yeah, I've tried everywhere. He's like, there's literally grass in the shape of an arrow that's pointing where you need to blow up. I was like,
Dude, you could have been playing DX because Link's Awakening DX was the Game Boy Color.
that's probably exactly what I was doing.
This was my first Game Boy. Have I ever told you guys this story? It was a
I don't know. You haven't told it yet.
We were renting a giant conversion van because my family, living in a 3-family house, 12 people, we were driving to New Hampshire to one of my aunt's houses for Christmas. I'm the youngest one in the family. I'm the fucking baby. Everyone just tells me to go away and shut up because I can't shut up. So I'm all the way in the back of this conversion van, bored as fuck for a 3-hour drive. So I'm exploring all the nooks and crannies. And I explore one of these like cup holder compartments. And there's a transparent purple Game Boy
Shut
Color
up, dude. Shut
inside of the compartment.
They're like whoever rented the van last left. Oh,
No
shut
way.
up, dude.
Guess
That's
what the fucking
crazy.
3 cartridges were in there
There were
with it?
more than one game.
There was 3.
Wow, that poor child.
What'd you have? Link's Awakening,
I had
obviously.
Link's Awakening DX, Donkey Kong Land,
Land, yeah.
and
Oh, those games are
Super
so
Mario
great.
All-Stars.
Oh, dude, those are like the best 3 games on
The
Game
fucking
Boy Color,
3.
dude.
Right?
Wow.
And
Yeah.
batteries included,
That's the
full of
that's the
juice and
Triforce right there,
everything,
dude.
Some kid
You're a
was
fucking
absolutely-
liar, dude.
Dude, you,
Some-
yeah, you,
you crushed a kid's life that day, dude. That poor fucking kid was like, "Oh, I gotta get to the next dungeon in Link's Awakening." He's like, "I left him."
Dude, you know, like Steve Buscemi's character and Billy Madison, dude, you're on a list like, on this dude's wall, dude.
oh man. Hey, but did you actually hear the like treasure chest sound when you opened that compartment, dude? Because that's a
Spiritually,
crazy
I
find.
did.
Just
Yeah,
like,
I did.
In retrospect, that's your memory now.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
just that fucking.
dude,
Yeah.
what a find. Dude, the clouds opened up for you right there.
That's such
And
a sick
dude,
story.
like-
That's wild.
I had one cousin though with a fucking Sega Game Gear, and he's playing that on this trip too, and I'm all jealous at first.
he was playing it for like 4.5
Yeah.
minutes.
I was gonna
So
say,
then,
it's better
so then we
than
get to New
an hour
Hampshire.
of
I'm
the
just
trip.
like being antisocial, playing my new awesome translucent purple Game Boy Color. And that dude's over there
His
fucking
shit's
out
dead.
of juice in 10 minutes. I'm like, nerd.
Hell yeah. I was gonna ask you what color your Game Boy Color was, but then you revealed it. What'd you have?
I had the. It was a weird shade of red. It was like
Yeah,
a candy red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Nice.
I also had see-through purple.
I never
Fuck yeah, dude.
I never owned a Game Boy Color. I had a just clear, transparent Game Boy Pocket.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
the pocket. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that was just clear.
Super.
No
Hell yeah.
color.
Super cool.
Dude, it's fucking sick. Loved it.
But that game truly was something else.
Oh, it's so good. I also love that they kind of like got cute and blended some like Mario, like Nintendo
Yeah,
stuff into
chain
it.
chomp in there?
Yeah, there's a chain chomp in there. Like there were some like Mario elements that they like snuck in there. That made
Absolutely.
it like very charming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just weird.
It's not Hyrule. It's just this little island
Yeah.
that doesn't exist apparently.
Yeah.
Koholint?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Koholint Island.
But they had some like cool innovations in there too, like Rock's feathers, like the first time Link could jump.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they also had the like when you would go like in the basement and they had the side scrolling
Yeah.
like areas.
Yeah, that was
It's
God,
just
I
like-
should have
you
put
were
this
like-
game higher on my list, dude.
So definitely number 3 spot then.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were a lot of like really cool things like that that hadn't been done in other Zelda games that they were just like they
I
were
know.
just they were just throwing spices in the pan, seeing like what worked and stuff. But even just running around with a chain chomp on a leash,
So good.
like was so cool.
Yeah.
Love that game.
It's funny.
Fantastic.
There's this thing that happens with me that we've gone over before where I'll get nostalgic for a game and then I'll play it. And then very shortly after, there'll be an announcement of a remake or a remaster.
Yeah, you got a track
And it
record.
happened with this game. So I actually haven't played the Switch remake. I did it with Legend of Seven Stars.
You haven't played the remake?
Yeah.
Super Mario RPG.
I'm gonna
No.
I'm gonna give you Xenogears to play real quick. just see if that luck holds, dude. Get me a Xenogears remake, please.
I did Shadow of the Colossus, and then they announced the remake. Yeah, Super Mario RPG Legend of Seven Stars. Played all through that. Then they announced the remake.
Hey, have you played Parasite Eve? Oh, by chance?
Dude, it's been in my list.
Could you play that
can
for
you
me?
play
I told you,
Legend of Dragon?
I'm gonna start it soon on my
Oh, are you
my
really?
PSP.
Little game called Vagrant Story. I need you to take a
Never
look
played
at.
Vagrant Story.
Ooh.
I need you to play The Legend of Dragoon.
When are we doing our Squaresoft ranking? Just general squares.
Oh, just square at large?
yeah. That'd be fun.
I love the style they came up with for the remake though. Like it looks super like Playmobil. Like
It does.
they almost look like little
Yeah.
toys and
Yeah.
stuff. It's like perfect vibe.
But otherwise, the
Yeah, it's
same
got like
game,
a tilt
you know?
shift thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Little
yeah, same
vignette.
game. It's one for
Right.
one. They didn't change anything, which is a blessing.
Dude, I had so much fun collecting seashells in this game. I don't know why.
I know.
But I think
Well,
it's
there's
so
the
much fun.
mystery of like what does it do?
and
you
it
know?
does something cool.
And the payoff is great.
Right,
Yeah.
it's
And
worth
it's
the
like
effort.
100 seashells and you're just collecting them like with no idea of like what these, because they're literally called mysterious seashells.
yeah.
And you're like, what do they do? And you just keep on like collecting and collecting. All right, man, here we are at the number 2 spot. Just remember that no matter what happens from here, IGN agrees that these are 10 out of 10s.
Yeah, because
Okay.
they have every Zelda game that has a 10 out of 10. So
basically.
They have 5 different Zelda games, all 10
and
out of 10.
they're wrong, and we're right because we are gaming's official podcast.
Also, no matter what happens here with these final 2, I love you guys. Just know that.
I love you guys too. I
Dude,
think,
there's only in my mind there's
only
only 2 possibilities here, and they're both right.
That is
They're
both
both right.
absolutely true. There are 2 games that could be in the top 2.
Don't worry, the people also agree with this. The user score also put this game at number 2. Here we are with The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time.
Whoa! Not where I thought. Not what I thought. You were.
Yeah.
This is where people turn the video off and say these old fucks.
Hey, you know what? This is a good game. I'll say it. I'll be the first to say it.
You think?
Ocarina of Time's a pretty good game.
Hey, that's pretty bold of you, and I appreciate that.
I go out on a limb. I'm weird. I'm goofy. You know what I mean?
These spots are like where we like pretty much really agree. Like
What was our ranking?
AJ put this at number 2. Andy put this at number 2. You put this at number 1. And I put it at number 6. But
You're just gonna breeze by that.
but you gotta understand that if you look at my list, 2D isometric Zelda is what gets me going. So like my top 5 is like 2D.
Yeah,
Sure.
So
that's your bread and butter, dude.
But Ocarina of Time did make it above Oracles.
So
But
at
that's
least
saying
the
something.
first 3D
That's saying
game
something.
to hit your list.
Yeah,
Is
ahead
the
of
first
ahead of
3D
other 2D
game.
games.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so it's kind of number 2 for me.
You're a pixel purist, dude.
Yeah.
You just
so it's kind of
That's your
like the
thing.
number 2 for me because it's right after all of my 2D pixel games.
Yeah. I touched on it already. Like this broke the mold in a way that was so fucking pleasing. I think for everybody. That's
it's-
my memory of it anyway.
It's phenomenal. Yeah.
The dungeons in this game are iconic, dude. I am still afraid of the water dungeon. I'm a grown ass man.
You
and I
should
am
be.
frightened of the water dungeon.
That place is fucking
I'm a
terrifying.
grown ass man afraid of redeads.
What's funny is the water dungeon is like my most memorable dungeon for me because I not only played through it for my own file, but I also
Yeah.
had to play through your file
Yeah.
because you couldn't handle it.
Yeah, dude.
I love that.
So
Eric
yeah,
had
he
to help
called
me
me
out,
over and be
bro.
like, "Dude, can you help me out?" And I had to like play the water dungeon like for him. Well, anytime I was like wearing boots, if I took the boots off and I was like, "All right," I'd pass the controller. Like, "All right, AJ, you
Bro.
got it till the water hits
The
again."
boots are off now. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, boots
I
are
wish
off.
I
We're
was
good.
friends with you guys when I was a kid.
Yo, as
I wish I was friends with you guys.
I would.
Shut the fuck up, Andy.
Yeah, something that everyone should know about me is I'm deathly afraid of underwater. In video games more than real life. For whatever reason. Like
Do you have a panic attack in all those Sonic levels where it's like boot boot
I don't play Sonic. I don't play
we're
Sonic
Nintendo
levels.
That's
boys, so
anxiety.
I mean, yeah,
But yeah.
the resident Sonic fan here.
But no, the Super Mario 64 level with the
I was gonna
fucking
say I
sunken
blame
ship.
the eel.
That thing fucking broke. That eel fucking broke me, dude. That shit scared me so deeply that I now, to this day, like I'm afraid of underwater levels in games, dude. Yeah, it's fucked up.
I fully understand that, dude.
Yeah.
My butt is so clenched just thinking about it.
Yeah, that eel's no joke, dude. Anyway,
No, I mean this game, no hyperbole here, changed my life forever.
Yeah.
I literally
could.
do not
It
think I
could.
would be the person I am
Or like the gamer you are today.
yeah, without this game.
Ocarina
I
of
don't
Time.
think I mentioned this in the Ocarina of Time remake video. I don't think I would have gotten into illustrating. I don't think I would have been into video games, period, had it not been for this game. I don't know, just like the connections this game fostered in elementary school. Yeah, it was just such a catalyst to meet like the highest vibration of friends in elementary school because we were all into it. And then when we discovered that we were all playing the same game, it was just game over after that.
Oh, for
And
sure.
it made it such a way where like we were all progressing at basically the same pace. So we all couldn't wait to like get to school every fucking weekday and just report back. I'm
Yeah, like what did you do? How'd you find
yeah, and it helped us find
days.
secrets together because like no one would overlap in like secret stuff, but just the main story. Oh, dude, it was
just
so
stuff you
good.
find.
It was
Yeah,
so
that's
good.
great, man. And honestly, you speak about the art, dude. The art was special. And like, but in
Untouchable.
this game and like Link to the Past and stuff, the art was so good because I also remember like sitting at the table like doodling from the manual and stuff like that.
Totally.
Like, so good.
Opening screen, dude.
Legendary.
Powerful stuff.
Oh,
So cinematic.
so
Incredible.
I think this game might have like the most Zelda items.
Yeah.
Dude, hook shot in 3D is
Hookshot was insane. Yep.
Yeah. And also like, just having the bow like switch to like
Yeah.
first person mode, like
yeah.
super
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Super cool.
I
Yeah.
love that they don't give you a reticle. Or
yeah. You would
joystick.
use the tip of the bow as
Basically,
like
yeah. You got
as
to feel
context of where to shoot.
Yeah, you weren't missing towards the end of your file. Oh, and speaking of which, right? Speaking of files and stuff, rented this game from a Blockbuster. How's that for nostalgia, am I right? I was a fucking young, dumb kid. Did not read anything. Just mash. I want to go slice stuff. You know what I mean? So it was
Oh,
already.
you're my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Already
Fine.
super difficult to figure out like where to get the sword, where to get the shield. And then I made it into the Deku tree. You obviously get to that final gate keepy thing where you have to kill the Deku Scrubs 2, 3, 1 to then get into Goma's the boss arena. I was stuck there forever because I had no idea without reading the tips.
Right.
But there was this other file.
Did you just not know how to read at 7 or?
No, I knew how to read. I didn't have the attention
He
to
just
it.
wants the
Oh,
action,
okay.
dude.
I didn't want to. Like, I wasn't accepting an adventure game. With
I was hoping you weren't going to be like, actually, no, I couldn't. And then I would have felt like a fucking asshole.
My dad's the same way. He's a huge Zelda fan. Has been playing it since the beginning, and like will constantly call me up with like random games I haven't played in years. He'll all of a sudden be playing like Ocarina of Time or something. Be like, hey, when you're at the part with the horse, like what am I supposed to do? I'm like, I'm sure that the guy.
This
you
is still
just
happening
spoke to-
like now?
Yeah.
So he's
like-
just playing like old Zelda games?
Yeah. He loves Wind Waker.
God, I love that.
But like he'll
Yo,
just he'll
me
just
and
call
Dad are
me.
boys. We are hanging hard, dude.
Yeah, but he'll just call me and ask me something random like that. I'm like, geez, I don't remember like what part of that game, but I know for sure somebody would have just told you what to do if you had read any of the text. And he's just like, oh, I killed that guy. Like, any NPC dude, he immediately tries to attack. His solution to Zelda is like blowing things up with bombs.
And then ask questions later.
Well, because
You're
like,
being
that-
the person he asks questions.
Totally, yeah. But because that was like such a like big thing in the original one, it's like finding like hidden walls. That's always his solution. He's like, which wall do I need to blow up?
Question. Why isn't your dad in this episode?
He probably should have been.
But anyway, there was a different file on this cartridge. It had the most normal name ever. It was like Dave. I load up Dave's file. And you know how when you like select it, you could see all of the collectibles?
Yeah.
And I was just like, yo, dude, look at all those colors. Look at all those things. What is going on?
Classic Dave.
This dude had everything.
Like
all the
Dave's-
hearts. Yeah.
Dave's nasty as
Dave
Zelda,
is legendary. I load up this file. It puts me as adult Link in Ganon's castle, big Goron sword, blue tunic, mirror shield, hover boots, and I'm just like, what even is this?
It's a
What is
whole new
going
game.
on?
Yeah. How do I go from where I am?
Dude,
to
yeah.
this? Yeah.
So I didn't understand that like you start as young Link and become adult Link. I thought this was just another character.
Okay.
So then I finally like get the game. I think it was for Christmas. And I play for real this time. I'm reading, 2, 3, 1, haha, I see what you did there. And then like get through the game, play the game. I become adult Link after pulling that fucking Master Sword out of the pedestal.
In real life, you did. Like you physically.
This is what I did.
This was
yes.
your personality.
Yeah, the
now,
never-ending story.
Yeah.
That was a moment. That
It's one of the most iconic moments in gaming. Incredible.
I think it changed the trajectory of the rest of my life, dude. Truly. It was something else. It was
Incredible.
something else. Number 1 for me.
All right, guys, that brings us to the number 1 spot. It could be Tears of the Kingdom.
It's not.
It could be Spirit Tracks.
Exactly.
It could be the original Legend of Zelda.
No. Respect, but no.
The number 1 spot goes to The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. Can you believe IGN gave this a 9.5? A 9.5. This is down at their like number 4 spot because of the like first 5 were all 10 out
Meanwhile,
of 10s.
they gave Skyward Sword a 10.
10!
You might not have heard us say Skyward Sword in this countdown from 10 to 1. And that's because that game fucking blows, dude.
I'm a Skyward Sword apologist. It did not make my top 10, but we're not here to talk about Skyward Sword.
We sure aren't, buddy. We're here
to talk about A Link to the
Past.
One of the greatest video games of all time.
Easy.
Amen.
Easy.
Top 5 video game of all time. Unbelievable.
We could leave it there, honestly.
Just,
It's fucking incredible.
it blew the lid off of fucking everything. You have 2 worlds you navigate between. You have some of the best 2D dungeons I can think of.
Yeah, greatest puzzles. Awesome
Great
items.
puzzles.
Yep.
Incredible.
The upgrades between the tunics and the shields and the swords. Like,
Yep. Game comes with I'm a sucker for a game coming with the printable map.
Oh,
It's got with a map,
printable
dude.
map.
take my
Dude,
money.
Jesus, yes. God, man.
We don't have Ocarina of Time if we don't have a link between
I had
a
that,
link to the past.
We also
I
don't
had
have
that
like
map
between
hung
worlds.
up in my room, like on the wall.
Yeah.
It's so
the
good.
Link to the
And the
Past map.
artwork is so iconic
Yeah, the
too.
artwork is fucking
It's
just
amazing.
so fun to look at.
The sprites are awesome too. Like
The sprites are fantastic.
I don't think you can say a bad word about this game, dude. I think this game is
yeah, I would be interested to hear somebody like try to knock something in that game.
Dude, challenge accepted in the comments.
actually.
Well, let's see.
I feel like the only way that game actually improves is you give the player more mappable items to use. So you don't have to go into the start menu as much.
Yeah, and that's only just a product of its time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. But it's like
Yeah.
everything else about this game is perfect.
You know what Link to the Past cemented as one of my favorite action adventure like cliches now is finding secrets behind waterfalls. That is my favorite fucking thing
yeah.
in the world.
Yeah.
It's
It's like the first thing you do when you see a waterfall. It's like, well, I need to try and get
because
in
of A
this.
Link to
Right.
the Past. Yeah. And it,
Well, I
when
think
it, when
it was
works-
done in the first
oh,
one.
But yeah, so good. I also just love that. Like, is it the Great Fairy where like you have to throw an item of your own
Oh, yeah.
into it,
And then she
yeah.
upgrades
and,
it.
like, you had to take that risk of like, I might not get my bow back. Should I throw it in?
Yeah, scary.
It was cool. It was cool. Killer soundtrack. I love
Incredible.
the dungeon
Dude,
like
the
theme.
best.
It's so good.
Or just the overworld bum 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 bum. Andy.
Dude, that start screen. Whoosh, da, da, da,
yeah.
da, 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 da.
Dude, you're moshing it. Yeah.
Dude, it's wild because like the leap in quality, because we're not gonna, as far as we're concerned, Zelda 2 is like kind of not canon in the real. Like it's just the game. You can like it and that's fine. It could be a good game to you. It's not really a good game. It's not. I mean, but the jump between The Legend of Zelda and Link to the Past is fucking massive. Like as far as
Totally.
mechanics and even just graphics.
Yeah.
Like
Insane.
Like when you go from like Super Mario 3 to Super Mario World, like there's a difference. Like and you can clearly tell like it's a little bit more polished. But
Yeah.
like it's fucking night and day with the first Zelda and Link to the Past.
Yeah.
Like the Dark World alone is just like it was scary as a kid.
Yeah.
Like it was actually terrifying.
Do you guys have a Link to the Past quota like I do? It's like I have to replay it once every like 4 or 5 years.
No, but I guess I should. Or maybe shouldn't. Yeah, I should.
No, you probably should because you put it down at number 4, dude. What's going on?
Yeah.
No, he's saying
well,
because he might curse
that's
the remake
because
thing.
I have the best game ever made, number 1, which is The Wind Waker. Ocarina Majora, Link to the Past.
For sure. It's fair. I get it.
Yeah, I don't have a quota that I have to fulfill, but I've replayed this game more than probably any game that I can think of. I probably played it through 4, 5 times, which is a lot for me.
And that's the definitive Super Game Boy's top 10 of The Legend of Zelda. So just to recap, at number 10, we had Oracles of Ages and Seasons. Number 9, Twilight Princess. Number 8, Breath of the Wild. 7, Majora's Mask. Number 6, The Minish Cap. Shame. Number 5, A Link Between Worlds. Number 4, Wind Waker.
Shame.
Number 3, Link's Awakening. 2, Ocarina of Time. And the number 1, A Link to the Past.
Just like God intended.
I just want to gloat a little bit because I think I got the top 3 all right.
Did you really?
You did, yeah.
Right, in quotations, but I know
Yeah, and
the
you
top
even had
3.
the number 5. It was honestly just these guys that ruined the Minish Cap.
Yeah, I think the call's coming from inside the house, guys. Starting not to trust this math over here.
All right, sorry, go ahead. The fallen homies.
Yeah, AJ, actually, now that you mention it, your list was pretty like dead on for how it
Yeah, and he
averaged
messed
out.
up my number 5.
Yeah, that's not suspicious at all,
Yeah.
but go ahead.
So with that, I'd like to take a moment to talk about our fallen brothers that didn't make the cut.
Yeah, pour one out.
A couple of these games did get voted for, but they only got 1 vote, and it just wasn't enough to make the top 10. Let's talk about AJ's number 10, The Phantom Hourglass.
That's a great game. How do you guys feel about Phantom Hourglass? I mean, obviously it's not in your top 10, but you guys play it?
Oh, yeah, I played it. I like it.
I did too. The peripheral needed to play that game had me.
The stylus?
Yeah,
I thought that was, yeah,
that
fair
lost,
enough.
That lost my vote.
Fair enough. Like, in hindsight, it like killed its replayability, right? Like, the game doesn't really make sense anymore. if you
Yeah,
don't- if you don't have that.
controlling with the stylus like movement is just
It's cumbersome.
yeah. It's not great. There are some dude. The fact that you find a map and for you to copy it into your own, you have to close the fucking DS and it brilliant design.
It's brilliant.
It was so sick.
It's so cool.
And you had to you had to blow into the microphone too
Yeah.
a few times. It was awesome.
There's a lot of awesome innovations. in
Yeah,
this game.
it really
And
is.
just the fact that it was a
enjoyed the game a lot.
direct Wind Waker sequel as well was awesome. But playing the game was kind of a chore, and I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, the whole losing hearts in the big temple. You
Yeah,
had
it's
to have the
annoying.
hourglass to like stop that from happening was kind of sucked. But I mean, the game's good, man.
It's a good
Wasn't
game.
it just one temple as well? That you
Yeah, you
gradually
kept
got
going
to?
back to. Yeah. I liked Spirit Tracks a little more,
Yeah.
not by much, but yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah, I wanted to give a nod to a DS game between that and Spirit Tracks. I like Phantom Hourglass a little bit more, but I wanted to get one in there because I love the DS, man. I think the DS is an underrated Nintendo console and so many bangers. So yeah, loved it.
Yeah, arguably has the best Castlevania games ever made
Fact.
on the DS. Dawn of Sorrow, Order of Ecclesia, and Portrait of Ruin, I believe. Yeah, fucking bangers, dude.
Want to take it to a spicy one? Want to talk about Andy's number 10 spot?
I feel like was this on anyone else's top 10 at all?
No.
Wild.
So the 1 vote came from your number
I mean,
10
it's not
spot.
that wild. It's get mad at everyone else, people. But I'll tell you why it's not on our list. Tears of the Kingdom. Before this game released, I was not very excited. Mainly because it's the same world, same overworld. Everything is in the same place. Things changed a little bit as far as the landscape is concerned. So my initial reaction, like some other people, was just that this feels more like DLC. And everyone just jumped on people with that opinion. Like, what are you talking about? There's all this other stuff. And then I played the game and guys, it's DLC, dude. That took 7 years
Yeah.
to make. The longest stretch of time between any fucking Zelda game ever. You gave me the same world that I already spent 150 hours in. Imagine my excitement when I'm getting told the newest Zelda game has the same fucking place I just spent 150 hours in.
It was enough
There's
for
no
IGN.
excuse for that. There is no fucking excuse for it. I can't get excited about the whole point of Breath of the Wild is the exploration of this new place, right? That's what it has going for it. You give me the same place. The excitement isn't there anymore.
Totally agree. I have a healthy respect for Breath of the Wild, even though I don't count it as one of the best Zelda games ever made. I feel how I feel about Majora's Mask. like to the 10th power. Majora's Mask to me is take the same assets, pump out a game quickly, and capitalize on the success of the previous Zelda. Here, they didn't even do it quickly.
No.
Played it totally safe.
And people are like, well, they gave you the whole world, like the depths. Yo, the depths suck, dude.
The depths suck.
They fucking
They're
do.
whack as hell.
It's bad. The sky cities are great. There are aspects of this game I adore, and that's why it cracks my top 10. Like, doing I forget some of the names of the abilities, but being able to rise through floors.
Ascend.
Ascend?
Yeah.
Awesome, dude. Being able to build weapons with random things that you see. Like putting the choo-choo jellies on sticks that you find and it acting as a propellant so you can whack bokoblins and they go hundreds of feet. Like, it's fun as hell.
Yeah.
I love this stuff. But it's in a world I already saw for 150 hours.
Right.
To cap this off, I'm happy that Tears exists because people that like to build things like Roblox fans, Minecraft fans, like this game gives you so much cool shit to work with.
Oh yeah. We're so here for Addison too.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah. Addison's the best part of that game.
Yeah.
All right, man, we'll take it over to Clinton's number 10 spot.
My number 10?
Yeah.
That would be Skyward Sword.
This guy was
Just missed it.
More like guy was bored, bro.
Wow, you were saving that.
I had that one in the chamber, but
Oh, wow. More like guy was bored. Holy fuck, that's incredible.
My jaw is on the floor right
Dude, absolutely.
now. Wrap it up, dude. We're done. We're done here.
I still have so much hate for this game just for introducing the goddamn stamina wheel.
Dude, yeah.
Like, you ruined my life with that.
And now it's every fucking adventure
Now it's
game
every
ever.
game.
yeah.
It's the worst.
Nah, you can't do fun too much. You can't, hey, whoa. Hey, take a breath. Okay, now you can have some fun. Oh!
And if it wasn't just the stamina wheel blocking you from having too much fun, fucking Fi.
Yeah.
I call her Fee.
Fi, Fo, Fum.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
If I go
So
fuck,
dumb.
go fuck yourself, guys.
From a design,
Seriously, dude.
from an aesthetic design standpoint, Fee's probably my favorite companion.
Incredible.
She looks sick. I love the way
Incredible.
she looks.
Yeah.
But she's a fucking calculator.
Yeah.
That's all she is.
Yeah.
So it's boring as hell.
Anyway, the reason it cracked my top 10
Yeah, I want to
isn't
hear this because I
I
thought I was the apologist, but it actually made your list.
No, I don't enjoy playing this game at all. I don't think I ever will ever again. But the story in
Story's
this game,
good.
the story is so fucking good. This is the beginning of the legend.
Yeah.
This is where Hylia comes into place. This is where fucking Demise, who embodies the actual soul of Ganondorf, the eternal recurring evil of this game. This is where it all started.
Yeah, this is where you learn about Groose.
This is where you gotta fight a giant avocado 3 times.
Oh, the imprisoned?
I hate
Yeah.
that guy.
No,
One of the-
this is where you, like, do you like when people lick their lips? Dude, well, I've got a game for you, dude. Because Girahim is just licking his lips all day, dude.
I took about 4 years off of gaming altogether.
Oh, wow.
I didn't play any video
Is that
games.
because of Skyward Sword's fault?
I think it kind of is. And this was when I was like 20. I'm just getting into different shit. You know what I mean? This is when I was
This is the
building my
fucking
first.
send off. You were like, yeah, gaming's not for me anymore.
Yeah. This is when I was building my first recording studio. We were getting into touring a lot. I was like really into that.
Yeah.
I didn't get back into gaming until the hype for Dark Souls 2 was coming into play, and I couldn't take it anymore. So then I picked up the first Dark Souls, and then I was just like, oh, this is what gaming could be.
So thanks, Skyward Sword,
Yeah.
for ruining Clinton and then having him make me play all the Dark Souls games. So thanks.
Here we are now.
So then it brings it to the only other game that got a vote from one of us, which wasn't my number 10. It was my number 6.
Whoa.
Huh.
The Legend of Zelda.
Wow.
The original.
The original. And shame on all you guys for not even including it. It's where everything started.
I was hoping we'd at least get a chance to discuss it, but I thought
Yeah.
it would have landed on the list.
Yeah,
The only reason it didn't for me is just because
it's
it's very of its time, a little archaic, and
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
rough.
have as much nostalgia for it. But like real recognize real, dude. Like, it started everything, dude.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and it's and it's not like crazy different from like Link to the Past. Like all the core was there. Just,
the core was
like
there.
you said, like it was rough. There was a lot of like, there was no telling you what to do. So there was a lot of like figuring shit out. And
Yeah.
like,
There were no
what do I
cracks
even
in
do with
walls
this?
for the bombs. Like,
Right.
you just bombed every wall.
Yeah,
That was also
Like,
part
it's-
of its magic.
Yeah.
yeah, and that's
But I'm
what,
with you. I didn't have any nostalgia. I didn't play it when it was hot on NES. I played it much later in life.
Game's difficult, dude. The dungeons are great.
Yeah,
Dude, fantastic game. Like, I think the better version of that game is probably Link's Awakening.
yeah.
I think it feels more
it
closely related to
simplifies
Link's
it.
Awakening than it does A Link to the Past.
Definitely
Just because it
streamlines
is
it.
very, it's a much smaller package.
Yeah.
Link to the Past is fucking massive. God, it's incredible. It's an incredible game.
Yeah. And then that just leaves us with our 2 titles that didn't get any votes down the bottom of the barrel. It's Spirit Tracks
Yeah.
and then The Adventures of Link. Zelda.
That
2.
sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think we have much to say about it. I got no votes.
Thank you for joining us on today's podcast.
So that's our top 10, but what the hell do we know? We want to hear from you.
Join our discussion. Join our community. We've left a copy and pastable list in our description. Get your top 10 Zeldas in there. Leave it in the comments. We want to hear from you. We want to get this conversation going. And if you have a question for us that we can answer in the next episode, leave a comment with #SideQuest. We'll check it out.
Well, excuse me, princess. If you have a different opinion, leave it in the comments.